Being a celebrity doesn't mean it's always sunshine and rainbows. Most of the time, people don't notice how traumatizing events can be for celebrities behind the scenes. Why Don't We is a band that is currently going through a lawsuit to get out of their contract with one of their former managers, David Loeffler, for violating the Talent Agencies Act. Hi, my name is Camila Velasquez, and I will be talking about their experience and their background leading to the lawsuit. As stated in the book, Why Don't We in the Limelight, they have been a band since September 2016 and signed with Atlantic Records. The band consists of Jack Avery, Jonah Murray, Zach Karen, Corbin Besson, and Daniel Seeley. They started out the band between the ages of 15 and 18. They are now in their early 20s, and in September of 2022, they will be together for 6 years. Moving on to their experience. In the beginning of January 2020, they decided to go on break. They shut down all their social media accounts, they stopped making music, and they stopped going on tour. Exactly a year and a couple months later, they returned. And as Meyer stated, Corbin Besson had stated that they did not know it would be that long. Why Don't We released 2 albums, and after the second album, which was released in January of 2021, they were not allowed to release music until September of that same year. Going over to their lawsuit. Why Don't We explained that David Loeffler was mentally, emotionally, and financially abusive. When they started out, they lived in a house that was paid for by David Loeffler. They stated that he would limit their food, he wouldn't let them out, and as Campbell stated, they claimed to be prisoners in their own home and were alienated from their family. Aside from David Loeffler, they also had another manager named Randy Phillips. They are now suing each other over custody for the band. Why Don't We being on Randy Phillips' side? As of March 31st, 2020, as of March 31st, 2022, they are going back on tour. It is said that the lawsuit will end until 2024, but that did not stop them from releasing music. On April 14th, 2022, they will be releasing their new single, Let Me Down Easy. And aside from that, going through all the lawsuit, the tour for selling tickets has been postponed. They don't know how long it's going to take to go back into selling tickets, or if their whole tour will be canceled due to the lawsuit. Why Don't We is just a band who wanted to make their music, but sadly they had to go through those traumatizing events. Most of the time, celebrities just want to make music. They love what they do. They do it for their fans. And most of all, they do it for themselves. Not being able to do that because of abusive ways that their managers are treating them is really hard on them. And that's what most fans or people who listen to their music don't understand. In conclusion, Why Don't We is still making music aside from all the lawsuits and everything that David Loeffler is trying to take away from them. They're still doing what they love. They still are working so hard to give their fandom what they want. And hopefully they win this lawsuit. But as of today, there isn't anything about the lawsuit, like any legal confirmation that it has ended, or it's barely starting, or it hasn't started yet, or what's going to happen to the band overall. Thank you.